Hello, my friends. In order to help you become a U.S. citizen successfully, we want to share with you a good interview to help you practice. The immigration officer is very strict since he asked word definitions and a lot of questions regarding the applicant's background and her N400 application. These questions are very common, so you might be asked during the interview. Please prepare your answers, practice, and get well prepared for the interview. Let's get started.
Mrs. Evelina Papadopoulos?
It's me. Good afternoon, officer.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, too. My name is Jack. I'll be conducting your naturalization interview today. Please follow me. Please put your belongings on the table and remain standing. I'll need you to swear before the interview. Can you raise your right hand? Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
How long have you been a permanent resident?
I have been a permanent resident for 6 years.
What country are you a citizen of?
I'm a citizen of Greece.
I need to see your U.S. CIS appointment notice, ID, green card, and your passport. Thank you. Do you currently owe any overdue taxes in the United States?
No.
Do you know what owe means?
To have a debt.
Since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return, or decided not to file a tax return because you considered yourself to be a non-resident?
No.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in genocide?
No.
Have you ever sold, provided, or transported weapons, or assisted any person in selling, providing, or transporting weapons, which you knew or believed would be used against another person?
No.
Can you define weapon for me?
Like a knife or a gun.
Have you ever advocated, supported, and promoted any of the following, or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated the unlawful assaulting or killing of any officer or officers of the government of the United States or of any other organized government because of their official character?
No.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I do.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I do.
Your full name is Evelina Papadopoulos?
Yes.
How do you say your last name?
Papadopoulos.
Do you go by any other names?
No, I don't have any other names.
Do you want to change your name when you become a citizen?
Yes, I want to change my name.
What name do you want to use?
Eva Papadopoulos.
All right. Who sponsored you to live in the U.S.?
My sister sponsored me.
What is your social security number?
962784681.
What's your date of birth?
April 18, 1985.
Is either of your parents a U.S. citizen?
No, my parents are permanent residents. They just applied for the US citizenship and now are waiting for the interview.
Were you born in Greece?
Yes, I was born in Greece.
Are you a citizen of any other country?
No, I'm only a citizen of Greece.
How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet 6 inches tall.
What is your phone number?
773-894-1175.
Do you live in Arlington Heights?
Yes, I do.
When did you move to the U.S.?
I moved to the US on September 25th, 2017.
Who do you live with at the current address?
I live with my husband and my children.
What is your current address?
808 South McKinley Avenue, Arlington Heights, Illinois, 60005.
When did you move to that address?
I moved to this address on October 3rd, 2019.
Where did you live before that?
54 Temple Street, Unit 2, Boston, Massachusetts, 02114.
Where else have you lived in the last 5 years?
That's it.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm an administrative assistant.
Currently, you work at Blackhawk Industrial?
Yes.
You worked there from September 6, 2021?
Yes, that's correct.
Where did you work before?
Guardsman Global Company.
What was your position?
I was an accounting specialist.
When did you leave that job?
I left that job on October 27th, 2021.
All right. What did you do for a living in Greece?
I'm sorry. Can you speak slowly?
Sure. What did you do for a living in Greece?
I worked as an account executive in Greece before I moved here.
All right. Please look at the camera right here for me. Next, please place your left index finger on the scanner. And now switch to the right index finger. Let's begin the civics test. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them.
Citizens 18 and older can vote.
What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance?
The United States.
There were 13 original states. Name 3.
New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey.
When was the Constitution written?
1787.
Who makes federal laws?
Congress.
What movement tried to end racial discrimination?
Civil rights movement.
Great job. You passed the civics test. All right. We're moving on to the English reading and writing test now. Are you able to write a sentence on the tablet with a stylus pen?
Yes, I am.
First of all, can you read out loud the sentence on the tablet?
Who was the first president?
Please use the stylus pen and write down the sentence that I read to you right now. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Washington was the first president. All right. Have you taken any trips outside the U.S. in the last 5 years?
Yes, I've taken one trip to Sweden in 2022.
How many days were you outside the U.S.?
I was outside the US 16 days.
You left the U.S. on November 28, 2022, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Where did you go on this trip?
I went to Sweden to visit my husband's parents.
All right. Have you taken any other trips outside the U.S. after you filed your N400 application?
No, officer. I have only taken one trip outside the US since I moved here.
Are you married?
Yes, I'm married.
Have you ever been divorced?
Yes, I have been divorced once.
When did you get divorced?
I got divorced on August 13th, 2013.
Do you have a divorce paperwork today?
Yes, here it is.
What is your current spouse's full name?
His full name is Thomas Ferguson.
His birthday is January 20th, 1983. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
How many times has he been married?
He has been married twice.
What is your spouse's country of origin?
He is from Sweden.
Is your current spouse a U.S. citizen?
No, my husband is a permanent resident.
Do you have any children from the previous marriage?
Yes, I have a son.
Does your son live with you now?
Yes, my son lives with me.
Does your current spouse have any previous children?
No, he doesn't have any previous children.
Do you and your spouse have any children?
Yes, we have a daughter together.
Her name is Pernilla Ferguson?
Yes, that's correct.
What is her date of birth?
Her date of birth is May 9th, 2016.
Where was she born?
She was born in Greece.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that engaged or participated in kidnapping, assassination, or hijacking or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation?
No.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
No.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, or participated in any armed group, for example, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, or guerrilla group?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in injuring or trying to injure any person intentionally and severely?
No.
Do you now have or did you ever have a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
Have you ever manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, dispensed, sold, or smuggled any controlled substances, illegal drugs, narcotics, or drug paraphernalia in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state, the United States, or a foreign country?
No.
Have you ever been placed in removal, rescission, or deportation proceedings?
No.
What is deportation proceeding?
A process of removing a person.
Are you willing to take a full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any kind of sexual contact or activity with any person who did not consent or was unable to consent or was being forced or threatened by you or by someone else?
No.
Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military-type training?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained, or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official in the U.S. or elsewhere, or immigration official for any reason, or been charged with a crime or offense?
No.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in torture?
No.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
What does non-combatant mean?
A person who is not involved in combat.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world?
No.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
Have you ever engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure or import prostitutes or persons for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution?
No.
Great. Can you please review the updated Form N400? Double-check your information if everything is accurate. Let me know if you find any issues.
Everything looks perfect.
If so, please move to the last page and sign at the bottom. And here is the full words of the Oath of Allegiance. This is what you need to say when taking the oath at the naturalization ceremony. Please review it carefully, and if you acknowledge your willingness and ability to take an oath of allegiance and accept certain obligations of U.S. citizenship, please sign at the bottom of that page. Great! You passed your citizenship interview today. Here is the result. Congratulations!
Thank you very much. I'm really happy.
Please remember, you are not a U.S. citizen yet until you take the oath of allegiance at the official naturalization ceremony. We will send you a schedule to let you know the date and time when the oath ceremony takes place. Do you have any questions at this point?
Yes, I have a question. When can I receive the notice?
You should receive a notice in a mail within 5 weeks.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. We'll finish the interview today. Please follow me. I'll walk you out.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.